In this video, we're going to see how we can use tags or layers inside Sketchup, and we can use this also to customize a little bit our drawing with a little bit of variety of colors, and we can customize default text and default annotations here, like the dimensions. So we will see a little bit more about preparing our 2D or CAD drawing using the various panels and functions that Sketchup is offering. So let's start here with the previous lesson so we can get to this here. And so we'll go back to lesson 4 where we left in the previous video. Okay, so this is everything is white. Well, this could also be a style that many drawers or many architects use, but we can customize it a little bit. So the first thing I want to show you is that you can change colors pretty quick by selecting the areas that you want to change. Now, everything you draw in SketchUp, it's an entity basically. So these are surfaces and our entity. These are lines and they are entity. These are annotations, dimension, text, and so on. Now, when I select these surfaces here, if I want to change the color of those, now I hold Control to change the color to all the different walls that I have in my project here. Okay, so to do that, I will just go here, and this one here is the default color. So if I want to switch, for example, to black or to blue or whatever, I can do that really quick. And this is looking good already, or better. Well, depends on what you want. Now, each time I want to change the color here, I either change this color here, which is not a color actually, but it's a material, because in SketchUp, when you see colors, those are actually materials. So this is Sumele hair, which is a character that you find when you start SketchUp. So you have to create more materials to have more colors, but we are not going to do that right now. We're going to use this, and then I will show you how you can assign colors also through the tags panel, which is basically the layers panel that you find in AutoCAD or other CAD applications. Now, if you want, you can change this Sumele hair, but this is gonna change also the color of the hair of Sumele. So let's say this is brown, and if I say yes, now you can see these are Sumele hairs right here. So I'm changing also hair colors. So be careful, because when you modify a material, that's gonna be modified in all the project. Okay, I will go back to black now and select a annotation here. So this one here also has a color. So if I want to change this, I can change it. And then I can continue customize all my different of my entities. And also you can see here you have the tag, and it's say untagged. So it doesn't have any tag applied, and we will get later on this option here. And again, we can customize this particular dimension here. We can change the position of the text, and we can change the arrows and say closed arrows, open arrows. We can change everything, but this is going to be changed only for this one here. So when I want to change multiple entities, I need to select them. For example, let's say that I want to select this tree, and you see here I have, well, these are two actually, so two linear dimension, and I can change both them. So I can say here, okay, I want open arrow, and I want this color here. So each time I need to change something, I can select and use the entity info panel. This is one way. I will show you also another one, which is gonna change all the different dimensions in your project at once without going one by one, because right now if I want to change everything, I had to select with the Control key and click with the left mouse all the different annotations and dimensions, and then I can change them. But there is a quicker way, and I will show you in just a minute. Okay, now let's proceed with other things here. So for example, if I want this text again, I can change. When you have the text, you can also change the font. So you can make it bigger, you can make it bold, oblique, you can change the font. Also, you can do that with the dimension, because dimensions are lines but also information. And you can see here now I am doing this in meters, but there is a way also to customize the units. And again, we're gonna get to this in just a bit. So let's move first to the tags. Tags are pretty important because they will help you to organize everything. If you don't see this panel here, you can go to the window, default tray, and open up the tags right here. Okay, and when it's open, you can place it wherever you want. In this case, I want to place this at the top so that we can use it. And then I have the entity info. Another useful panel is the outliner. This is useful when you create groups. So in this case, you can hide and show groups. And this is also really good for organizing things, you know, not having everything displayed, which could be annoying. Okay, but tags work in a different way, and they are more useful, in my opinion, than the outliner. So let's go here in the tags panel and let's start to create some tags. So I will click here and say, okay, the first one will be the dimension tags. So I will create one for dimensions. And then I will select again all the dimensions that I have in the scene with the Control key. Now, once I do that, so it's a one-time operation, I will not need in the future to do this if I do it correctly. Now, you can also do this even before you start to draw the dimensions or anything. You can set the tags before everything and then start to draw, but in this case we did it all the way around because we wanted to start with something simple and then increase the level video by video. So in this case I want to take all these different dimensions and place it in the dimensions layer or tag. So I just go here to entity and I say, okay, now place everything in the dimensions. Okay, so right now if I turn this off, you can see that everything has gone into the dimensions. And I forgot this one, but I can do this in a second time. And well, I will also place this, but maybe I can create new layers for the text.